give me a little recap of the California trip, all the, on the field and off the field festivities.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun. I think off the field we just took a lot of time to connect with one another. Like we went to dinner with each other, had some fun there, got dessert, which was lit. Some peach lemonade was fire. And then on the field, or we went on like little breakfast dates in groups, which was really fun. We got to connect with each other in small groups, which was really cool. Obviously, seeing the sun was a really exciting thing in California. Even though it did rain a little bit, we were just happy for the sun that we got. But I think we just really embraced the trip together, and I think we just had a lot of fun connecting with one another. And then on the field, obviously, working on our communication, working on connecting from the offense, the defense, the bench, just really trying to get better in all aspects.
And then looking forward towards Hopkins tomorrow night. A team that always battles you guys tough. What are you guys looking for in that game, and what can we kind of expect out of that matchup?
Yeah, I mean, they're another Big Ten team that wants to fight. They're a really good team. I think we'll be expecting a lot of back and forth. I think they'll move the ball pretty quickly. They like to run a lot of actions, which will be crucial for us to communicate with them a lot. I think on the draw, we're going to have to battle. So I think it's going to be pretty gritty, pretty scrappy battle. And I think we're just really focused on being the tougher team. And if we're able to be the tougher team and really put that as our focus and stay consistent throughout the whole game, I think it'll go the way we want it to go.
And then for you, growing up in the Baltimore area, lacrosse hotbed, take me back to kind of that like high school decision you made to, leave that area. There's so many amazing schools in that area, and your decision to, head west and, explore kind of a new spot for you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in Maryland love to stay in Maryland, which is very cool, and I love Maryland. But I think that for me, I really wanted to experience something new, go somewhere different. And I think that growing up in Maryland gave me so many opportunities to go kind of a lot of places that I'd like to go. So I really wanted to make sure that I branched out, went away from my parents, make them kind of come to me for games and stuff. But I just knew that I wanted to go somewhere that isn't traditionally, I mean, obviously Northwestern is traditionally known for their lacrosse program, as Kelly has won multiple national titles, but I think not a traditional place for a girl from Maryland to go. And I just really wanted to kind of like write my own story and not go to a traditional like Maryland school or even like a traditional school that a girl from Maryland would go to.
And then for you in your senior year, really solidifying yourself in that defensive spot. Probably a spot you didn't think you were going to be when you were a freshman, maybe. What's it like to have kind of gone through that transition and, be in a place in the field where you're so comfortable?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, defense definitely doesn't get a lot of credit, and I think that I really embraced that in there, and I think that it's just such a gritty position, and it's just like so fun to stop someone from doing something that they are technically supposed to do. And I think that that is just like a really enjoyable thing for me. There's nothing better than getting like an attacker frustrated just because they're not able to score, they're not able to get the looks that they want to get. So I think that for me, I just really like getting the ball back for the attackers and allowing them to like have that opportunity. And I think too, just like it's such a great feeling, like when they don't score, it's like hearing our fans like cheering for us on defense, and just like us knowing that we have each other's back on the DN, but also that like we have like our team's back. Like we're gonna get a stop. We're gonna try and do everything we can to make sure that the other team doesn't score.
And then for you, the season, just like game after game, it's kind of flying by like it always does. Just for you as like a senior class as a whole, like, do you guys have any sort of like mantra this year or like thing that you guys are all trying to like rally around?
Not necessarily, but I think that like we talked about the UNC game being the last game we're ever gonna play in Ryan Fieldhouse, and I think that's just like it's like bittersweet. I mean, obviously, like we've had our time, and it's been such a great experience being here. I think though, as the less games that we have, the more real it feels that the season's coming to an end, and this is our last time playing lacrosse. So I think that we're all just trying to really like soak it in on and off the field. Like being around these girls every single day just means a lot, because we're never going to be in a room with 30-something other girls that we are just like so close with. So I think that aspect of it is really important, and we're just trying to like grow those connections and be the strongest that we can. And then I think on the field, we just like want to make sure we're bringing energy, cohesiveness, and just like laying it all out personally for ourselves, because we might not ever get another opportunity to go on a lacrosse field. So I think that that's just a really important thing. And I think we're trying to like lead this group into like a Final Four. And I think that that's a really cool thing, is like we've gone through it before, so we know what it takes. So I think as it gets closer, just making sure that practices, games, like we're bringing what we know from past years to this team to make sure that it's the best run we can have.